Hey guys, and welcome to my first Heroic Castle Nathria guide made specifically for Affliction Warlocks. In this video, I'll explain my strategies about how I maximize my DPS in hopes of helping you get that pink parse. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I want to go over are the talents I use for the fight. These are pretty much like your stock standard single target talents. Drain Soul, it's just the most effective for applying Shadow's Embrace, and it just does the best like in execute as well, extra damage. Siphon Life, just the best single target from this row. I prefer Demon Skin over Burning Rush on this fight, mostly because you have your Demonic Circle teleport. This is so handy for the fight, you don't need Burning Rush. And Demon Skin just helps sustain a bit more. You helos don't worry about topping you at all. Phantom Singularity, just an extra dot, great single target damage. Mortal Coil is nice for the extra healing in case you ever like soak, an orb or anything like that, or after echolocation you can heal yourself a bit. Haunt, no brainer, just best single target by miles. And the Dark Soul Misery for the haste bonus, it just outperforms these two by so much in like every scenario ever. The next thing I want to talk about are conduits. I'm running Naya as my soulbind and only one potency conduit. You can run two, but I found I prefer just running the one. I think Burrs performs better than this, but feel free to go this route if you want to. I'm running Focus Malignancy as my potency conduit, just because it's so good. Single target, AoE, everything. It's the best Affliction conduit by miles for potency. I use Momentum because, like I said before, Demonic Circle Teleport is so good for this fight. Bloodstone is just nice passive healing sometimes. And Recruit Vitality can really save you in a pinch if you really mess up, but you probably don't need it on this fight. And then, of course, Burrs as well for the damage. Alright, Heroic Shriekwing. So, the first tip I'll give you is, do you see how my Warlock circle is already behind the pillar? I think putting that there before the fight starts is really good. It helps whenever the ear-piercing shriek comes out, so you can just teleport straight behind the pillar without losing uptime on the boss. It's a small little thing you can do to improve your play that's very efficient. It also helps too if you get an echolocation and you have to run out of the group, and you night fade out of the group and you can still cast and teleport back or whatever. It's just really nice having it there. It's really nice. We'll see here in about maybe 15 seconds or so, the first shriek's gonna come out. Just watch how I play it. Also, please excuse all the pools and stuff you'll see on the floor. Our guild wasn't really taking this seriously. It's like our millionth kill, so. Yeah, here comes the shriek. I'm just casting, and it's right about to finish, and boom, you can just teleport. So convenient. You'll see here my Singularity and Soul Water back up too. I'm gonna do my second little bursting here. I should have reapplied my Siphon and Haunt before I did those two. I think I was eager to do damage. Maybe I was watching the charts or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, on his fight you'll get two of those burst windows in before the first intermission. And what I like to do after my second Soul Rot Singularity burst window is I like to just, use Drain, just build up soul shards over time, so that way as soon as we get out of the first intermission, I'll be able to go again and do more burst damage. Because after he does his first intermission he starts casting at 145 and it ends at like 215, I think. So you'll have time for your burst cooldowns and stuff to come back up. Another thing I like to mention is that here you can attack him while he's casting Blood Shroud and he'll take damage. The knockback does no damage or whatever. It's just easy extra damage. You notice I just run around the room with my guild. There's a bunch of red stuff everywhere. Like I said, we weren't taking it too seriously. And if you're gonna trade your guildmates augment rooms during fight, don't get hit by an orb while you're doing it. Try and still do mechanics. Yeah, as you see, I've got 4 soul shards right now sitting up, which is nice because if I bursted all of them before the phase, I'd have nothing and my damage would just fall off super hard. But now I have 4 soul shards, and I've got my trinket, my racial, I got my haste buff up, I got everything. And I can go ahead and burst a second time, just without Dark Glare, but it's still really good. And most of the kills I've gotten are like 3 minutes-ish, so if I wait for My Dark Lair is just not worth it. Yeah, we just go ahead and kill him off. Hey again. So, key takeaways from the video are to make sure you get good use out of Demonic Circle. You need to make sure that you use it to dodge Shriek at the last second to make uptime on the boss, or just to use to get back from echolocations and things like that. And also trying to save soul shards going into the second phase. Because if you don't have soul shards, it'll be pretty hard to get your DPS back up after the first intermission. And if your group is a bit slower going into it, doing the same thing with the second intermission as well, saving soul shards coming out of the second, like going into the second intermission, see if damage coming out. And other than that, I hope you can learn something, improve your damage, improve your parses. This is the first video I've made like this. Hopefully, I plan on making more things like Sire or Huntsman or Generals or other fights like that. I have footage, but I'm new to editing and things, so please leave your feedback in the comments. If you have questions or anything else you want to know, please let me know. And thanks again. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.